Hello guys, Stefan and Seo Linn. Raging we can't be with you this year, but that's just the way it is. So the people from the Celtic Kids Camp have asked us to put together a few activities and a little video just to kind of keep you ticking over during this period. So we've decided, myself and the lads, we've decided to put together a few bits and pieces that we were working on with you last year in the camp, and just kind of as a bit of a refresher, as a bit of kind of a remembrance of the different things that we were doing during the camp. So we're going to start it off with a few vocal warm-ups. So before you start singing or before you start doing anything, it's very important to get your voice ready to go. So there's a few different things that we did last year that I'm going to refresh your brains with. So the first thing, I think we called it, was the brrr thing. So it might seem a bit silly, but all these things do help to warm up your voice before you start singing. So the first thing was brrr, I just did 3 there, but you can go up as high as you can and back down again. Another one possibly even looks a bit sillier, but it's really, really good. La. So remember to keep your chin down, your jaw open. La. And a tip for this one, if you can't stop your chin from moving, is to put your hand on it. Keep it down. And like that again, you can go on and on and on. And the third one I'm going to do is the thing that we call the siren. Now this one is probably going to get a bit loud, so you're going to have to maybe move yourself into a room or somewhere like that, so you're not going to wreck everybody's head. So you start off real low, you go and all the way, and stretch through every single note that you've got. That's 3 activities that we did last year. There are many, many, many more, but for people warming up their voices, that's a great way to start. I have the guitar there, so we might as well give it a crack into the song. But before we do, while I'm just making sure it's ready and in tune and stuff, I'm going to run through a few of the Irish phrases that we taught you when we were there last year. The first one was Ke husse, which means what is your name? So Ke husse. So Ke husse. And they say, if in response then, you say Is mische. So if somebody asks me Ke husse, I say Is mische Stefan. And I'll say Ke husse Keith. Or well, then he'll say Is mische Keith. So Ke husse Is mische. And the other thing that we learned was Is us, if you remember this one. So right now I'm standing in Roscommon in Ireland, and that's where I am from. So Roscommon, os Gaelic in Irish is Roscommon. So I'll say Is us Roscommon dom. Is us Roscommon dom. So Ke as who? Is us Roscommon dom. For yourself, if I'm asking you, I'll say Ke as who? And you'll say Is us Medica dom, which is America, if you didn't figure that one out. So now it's time to sing a song. I think we did this one last year, and I think many of you might remember it. Let's do a short little version. Lima, we had it the kleine, een nieuwe one, guitaring tequila. Should I sleep, take it a dinner? Love is faded in your again. Oh, 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 that's just the first half of the song. I'm going to pass you over now to Kev and Keith, who are over in Kilkenny, and they're going to do a bit of tunes and a bit of dancing, and I'm going to get myself set up for a little bit of football. See you in a while.
Thank you, Stefan. Keith and Kevin here from Seo Linn. Hello! Hope you're all having a very, very nice virtual Milwaukee Irish Fest. We know we certainly are. We're going to be doing a little bit of dancing today, Irish dancing. We're going to be doing a little bit of Irish music. We're going to play some tunes. First of all, though, we're going to get a masterclass of Irish dancing from Le Master here, Kevin Shuckle, who's going to teach us a little bit of Irish dancing.
Yeah, I'll give it a go anyway.
I'll give you a bit of space here, Kev, because you need room to operate, so I'll be back, right?
Thanks, Tito. Right, Keith Wilshire. Hello, how are you? There's a few people that I know are watching this. They know exactly how to respond to that, so I'd love to see that in the comments. How are you all doing, basically, is what I just asked in Irish or in Gaelic. So, guys, we're going to do a bit of Irish dancing. First thing you ever learn with Irish dancing is, it doesn't matter if you're 3 years of age, or 70 years of age. In your first lesson, you're going to learn something called the 1, 2, 3s, or the jump 2, 3s. There are a couple of other names, but they're the two most common. So, we'll give it a go. First thing you see in river dance, anything like that, you'll see them standing like soldiers, arms by the sides, feet out, okay? And I know for a fact there's a few people who know how to do this that'll be watching. And if you've got cousins or friends watching this as well, you're the expert. You show them how it's done, okay? Don't listen to me, you know already, okay? So, for anyone else, just have a look here. Right, so guys, first thing you do, I don't know if people remember, you put out your right foot, you point it out, that's I'm ready to go, and you're ready, set, go. Okay, so your jump 2, 3s are for a reel, okay? A reel is 4/4 timing for anyone who's interested. So you have 4 beats, and you're going to be jumping in between those 4 beats. Okay, so, or jumping along to them even. Right, so point it out, foot pointed out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, 2, 3. That's the move. I'm going to break it down for you now. Okay? So, your jump, or your 1, same thing, is you're jumping onto your front foot, which is your right foot. As you do that, your left comes up to kick your bum behind you. Okay? So, jump. And then your 2 is your left foot going forwards. So you're putting your weight onto your left foot. So it's like a step forward. Okay? So, that's all it is. Jump. Your left foot goes up, ready to come forward. 2, and then 3 is the easiest part of the whole thing. It's just up and down with your back foot, which is at the moment is my right foot. 3. Okay? I'll do that all together. I'll do it slowly first, and then I'll speed it up a little bit. Jump, 2, 3. Okay, we'll do that again. Everyone, hands by your side, toe out. Jump, 2, 3. And the best thing about this is your left foot is already forward to start again. So it's the same thing, but you're going to do it with your left foot first. Jump, 2, 3. Okay? So those 2 moves together is jump with the right, left forward, 2, 3. And then you're going to go jump with the left, right out, 2, 3. Okay? And you rotate those. So it'll be jump, 2, 3, jump, 2, 3. Look at you, you're doing great. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Right, guys. Best thing about this is if you're finding it a bit tricky, because I know I'm moving through this quickly, you can pause it. It's a video. Brilliant, great feature. Right, just pause it. Have a bit of a practice. If you need to watch me explain it again, because I am moving quickly through this, that's no bother. I think myself and Keith might play a bit of music for you now. When you have it down, you can press play and you'll hear the rest of it, and you'll be able to practice with a bit of music. So I'll grab my accordion here. Keith's going to come back in.
I'm back.
And I might even make him do a bit of dancing in a minute.
Maybe, yeah. Now you can relax for the first bit, right? We're going to play a bit of music. You can relax for the first while, that's fine. But I hope you were paying attention there now, because halfway through the tunes, we're going to go hen, do, 3, car. Which is, of course, Oscar did the Irish for 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And at that point, that's when we want everyone at home to lap up and start doing your 1, 2, 3s, jump 2, 3s that you just learned, alright?
Guys, we'd love to see if any videos you've got of you doing your 1, 2, 3s. Send them in to us, send them to Milwaukee Irish Fest on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. And we'd love to see them. We'd be delighted. So, and if you're at one of our gigs in future, definitely we want to see them then. Okay? Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of Milwaukee Irish Fest. Right, we're going to play this now. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was harder than I thought it was going to be. My right hand and left hand started going mental once I started dancing.
Not so bad.
Right, thanks so much everyone. We're going to give you back to Stefan now, who's hopefully ready, who's been putting on his football gear all this time. Have a wonderful virtual Milwaukee Irish Fest, and we hope to see you soon.
See you again, guys. Bye.
Gonna meet him, Kev. I guess Keith, thanks so much for all that. Anyway, we're back again. I have my Roscommon jersey on me here, and I've got a Gaelic football here. So I'm going to go through briefly a few things that we had before. So first and foremost, this jersey here, this is the Roscommon crest. It's the team that I support. In Ireland, we usually support the place that we're from, the county that we're from. So I'm from County Roscommon, therefore I support Roscommon. Or if you're from County Limerick, you support Limerick, blah, 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 blah. Now, Gaelic football is the biggest sport in Ireland. It's the most popular sport in Ireland. And it's played at a ball that's this size. It looks like a soccer ball, but it's a little bit heavier and thicker leather. This ball is a little bit flat, just it's easier for me to show some of the skills off against the wall and different things like that when it's like this. So I'm going to start off with the bits and pieces that we started off last year. So the first thing we learned was how to pick the ball up. Now if you're running at a ball, the first thing you need to get is your W. Straight ready to go. It's the same when you're catching a ball. You catch it with your W. It's the same when you're picking it up. You use your W and you get your foot over it. So if you're a right-footed player and you're running at the ball, you get your left leg past it, W down, and scoop it into your hands, and you're off. And you take it in your stride. So if I was running at the ball, I'm coming in, W bang, and I'm gone again. And if you're a left-footed player, you just do it in the exact reverse. Running out, you get your W again, right foot goes in front of the ball, left leg scoops. So if I'm picking it up at speed, I'm in, I'm down, and I'm off. So it can work either way. If you're training to be football, or if you're training to play football from a young age, you're often encouraged to practice off both your left hand and your right hand, because it means if you're trying to fend off a player here, and it's easier to pick it up with your right foot, or if you're trying to fend off a player, it's easier to pick up with your left. It means you're a more open player. The second thing that we're going to discuss, all you need for this is a ball. Soccer ball is ideal, and you need a wall, basically. So this is a wall here. It's not the most perfect wall because it's pebble dash, but it's all I've got at the moment. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to do the hand pass. So hand pass, like we said, is you hold the ball in your left hand if you're right-handed, and you use your right hand to basically punch the ball out of your hand. So for example, if I have a friend over there and I want to pass to him, I'm punching out like that, just like that. My left hand isn't even really moving. I'm just punching it straight out. Same with the other hand. If you're right-handed, you hold it. If you're left-handed, you hold it in your right hand and you punch it your left hand. Just straight out, like that. If you're trying to score, you can score using that as well if you're close enough to the goal, which is something to remember. So a quick drill, or a quick way to kind of get yourself better at that, is to stand close to the wall and to practice going over and back. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. The closer you stand, the faster you can go. And then you go back further, you can take longer, try to hit it harder, and that's it. The third one, I'm going to go through very quickly, is kicking. And this will require a wall again. So you stand back from the ball. Now there's many different ways you can kick in Gaelic football, but the first we'll start off with is the punt, which is basically the straight down kick. It's basically where you bring the ball down on top of your laces, which is like the laces of your shoe, straight through, and kick as straight as you possibly can. A lot of people will use the ball as kind of a bit of a marker. So for example, when I'm looking at the ball like this, I'm planning on hitting the ball through the middle as much as I can. So if I'm against the wall, looking it up, right foot, straight against it. Right foot again, straight like that, right foot again, and back. And then the same with the left foot, just to practice your left foot, to get both in. Exact same technique. For me, what I'm doing is I'm dropping it off my right hand onto my right foot. So right hand, right foot. The other way, left hand, left foot. Over and back, kicking over and back. That's basically it. If you want to try and mix it up, you can start off by picking up the ball. By picking up the ball, maybe hand pass against the wall, running out to a cone or something, and then kicking against it again and catching. So that's a few quick drills that you can do to keep yourself going with the football over the last year. Now, as I was looking in my press to get the jersey, I discovered a couple of jerseys that I've collected over the years. Gaelic football is played all over the world. This one here is an American jersey. It's a New York GA. Back in 2006, myself and my family, we flew to New York from Ireland to watch Roscommon play against New York, and that's when I got this jersey back then. Excuse me. And then here's another jersey. This is the Australasian jersey. It's a jersey for Gaelic games that go on in Australia and New Zealand. So you can see the kangaroo there and the kiwi there, Australian flag, New Zealand flag. So even though Gaelic football is very much an Irish game, it's all over the world. There are many clubs in America. America's pretty strong when it comes to it. There are many clubs all over Europe and many clubs all over Australasia and Asian places like that. It's a great game. I love it very much. And I'm going to say thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoy practicing your skills, and maybe the next time we land back into Milwaukee we can have a bit of a game of football. That's my goal, at some point that we can have a game of football at some stage, so we can feel like we're back in Ireland even when we're in Milwaukee. So I'm going to pass you back over to Kev and Keith. All these flies. I want to say massive Gurav Mila Mahagui. Just to let you, so Gurav Mila Mahagui, that means thank you very much. Gurav Fel, Shudat Pel, Shudan Lee Roads Pelle. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to pass it back over to Kevin Keith. Have a great year, and we hope to see you sometime in the future. Slán.
We just want to say a big thanks to Melissa and everyone involved in the Milwaukee Irish Fest children's stage, because we're after having a ball there the last 2 years running, and it's such a shame that it couldn't go ahead this year. Fingers crossed for next year, everyone will be back dancing and having the crack again. So guys, just listen, thanks so much. Thanks to everybody who sent in an entry into the Milwaukee Irish Fest dance challenge for our song Ar Scoil Chéile. They were great crack watching those videos.
There's actually still time if you want to send in your version of you doing the dance. You can send it into us or the Milwaukee Irish Fest Instagram page. Just throw on Ar Scoil Chéile, do the dance. We're going to finish off now with our version of the Milwaukee Irish Fest dance challenge to Ar Scoil Chéile. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for stopping in, and enjoy the rest of your virtual Irish Fest at Milwaukee.
Slán go fóill, guys.
Slán!
Play everybody a little Coney Island washboard rondelli. Make you feel like you're right there at the festival. Are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, here we go. Coney Island washboard to play. Playing it on the boardwalk every day. Soap suds on the ground, bubbles all around. Rub-a-dub-a-dub in her little tub, in new tune she found. Thimbles on her fingers made the noise as she played the washboard for the boys. She could rub a tune right through the knees of a brand new pair of BVDs. Coney Island washboard, rondelli.
These are the 8 American Kennel Club recognized Celtic canine breeds you will see at Irish Fest. The Irish Wolfhound, the Irish Setter, the Irish Red and White Setter, the Irish Water Spaniel, the Kerry Blue Terrier, the soft-coated Wheaton Terrier, the Irish Terrier, and the Glen of Imal Terrier. Here is a pony-sized gentle giant. He thrives as a good family dog, being patient, dignified, and loyal. Apartment life is not for him. He needs space and a tall fence. Proper leash training is essential, or he could easily control you. This mahogany red hunting dog is a good family dog as well. He is rambunctious, affectionate, and loyal and lovable. Not the best choice for a guard dog. Long walks are recommended and training is imperative before allowing off-lead activity. This is a rollicking, intense, fun-loving, medium-sized bird dog possessing high energy and determination. He's not an apartment dog and will do well as a good companion for hiking, biking, and other energy-burning activities. His coat is white with mahogany red patches of color. This is the tallest and oldest of the spaniels. He is good with respectful children and other pets. They have a clownish and alert, inquisitive demeanor and benefit from exercise in a working environment. They have an interesting curly coat, tight, double, liver in color, smooth on the face and tail. One of the larger terriers bred for hunting and retrieving small game, native to County Kerry, Ireland. His soft, dense coat is black at birth and matures to a slate blue-gray color by 18 months of age. He is strong-willed, alert, loyal, spirited, and gentle, a breed good for agility, obedience, and rally. This terrier is native to Ireland. He is bright, sensitive, and a spunky family dog. Being headstrong, he needs an assertive owner who is consistent. He is a bouncer, so a high fence is suggested. His coat, wheaten in color, requires constant maintenance, brushing and combing daily to prevent matting. When out and about, a leash is recommended. This medium-sized red, wiry-coated terrier was bred to tend the farm and control vermin. He is independent, alert, loyal, and clever, and a good family dog. Known as the daredevil, socialization and training are necessary, as is a fenced-in yard. He can live in a mansion or an apartment. The family is his primary interest after the birds and squirrels. This dog was bred to hunt fox and badger in the Wicklow, Ireland area and loves to dig. He is loyal, active, and spirited, usually wheaten in color or blue, tan, brindle, or red. In Irish lore, he was a turnspit dog who powered a wheel to turn the spit for the kitchen fire.